It's 1 o'clock, time for the Joy Business Report. Coming up this afternoon, Governor of the Bank of Ghana challenges claims International Monetary Fund program is not bringing about needed economic transformation and stability. Meanwhile, Bank of Ghana purchases gold worth about $700 million in reserves as part of its gold purchasing program. And Commissioner of Customs hits back at allegations of harassment of importers by custom officers at the ports. The Joy Business Report is brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. I'm Beverly Broom. The details now. The Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, is challenging claims that the International Monetary Fund program has brought about the needed transformation and economic stability. There have been concerns about how the funds program has helped turn around the economy compared to Zambia, which also secured an IMF program last year. But the Governor of the Bank of Ghana says these concerns are not well grounded.
We are beginning to see growth improving. We are beginning to see inflation going down. If you look at the sizes of the drops since the end of December, we've seen substantial drops in both food and non-food inflation. We have seen the exchange rate stabilize. So these are all ingredients. These are all ingredients that would create the conditions for sustained growth. Now, when you have inflation coming down, when your exchange rate is staying stable, we expect real incomes to improve over time if we are able to sustain this kind of progress. And all of that should help, rebuild confidence. So we are very, very conscious of the reason for first, agreeing to do the program.
Still on the central bank, as the bank has up-to-date purchased gold worth about $700 million in reserves as part of its gold purchasing program. According to the governor, Dr. Ernest Addison, the domestic gold purchasing program has been very strong in helping to stabilize the economy. In 2021, the central bank launched the gold purchasing program. Dr. Addison said the program is the single most important foreign exchange sources in 2023.
The domestic gold purchases program has been very innovative and has been very strong in helping stabilize the economy. It has been very strong in helping to keep the exchange rate stable. And I say so because on a year-to-date basis, we have bought gold to the tune of over $700 million for reserves. This is gold for reserves.
You heard that Dr. Ernest Addison, Governor of the Bank of Ghana. Moving on, the Commissioner of Customs, Alhaji Seidu Idrissa, has hit back at the allegations of harassment of importers by customs officers at the port. Some traders and importers have raised concerns over the rate of inspection of their goods already cleared at the port. They have therefore threatened to take action if it persists. Responding to the traders' concerns, Commissioner of Customs at the Ghana Revenue Authority, Alhaji Idrissa, said many of such inspections are necessary to ensure full compliance of the law.
We also have other systems of checking. We have layers of security. The port is the first layer. I always tell officers that, just like your house, you have a wall. Your wall, you put a fence around it and a big gate. It is your first layer of security. But if somebody is able to overcome it and come into your house, you still have your main gate to your hall, your hall. And the dogs, even in the yard. They are second layers. And even if you enter the room, every room still have a door. So we have it in our setting up. We have the layers within the port. If you come out from the port, we still have teams that we have, monitoring teams that we have set up, some on the road, some on standing by for, that when we have intelligence and the goods have already left, we can contact them and then they will stop it on the way.
You heard the Commissioner of Customs at the Ghana Revenue Authority, Alhaji Idrisu Seydou Idrisa. Now to agriculture and cocoa value chain stakeholders are bemoaning the wrong use of pesticides by farmers, which it says is affecting the sector. According to them, more sensitization programs are needed to educate these farmers on the application of the pesticides. Chairman of the Ghana Biodiversity Steering Committee, Professor Alfred Otin-Yeboah, says the continuous use of some chemicals on these cocoa farms may pose some environmental and health-related threats to the farmers. He spoke to Joy Business at a multi-stakeholder pesticide conference.
When we have done a lot of testing and we have found that some chemicals are persistent within the environment after they have been used, we should stop using them as much as possible. It doesn't matter how effective they are, we should stop using them. And when we don't have friendly countries which will always come up to say that we have done traces, we have traced that certain chemicals are in your product, and therefore can you take charge and make sure that you remove them, you will find that your storehouse of harvest will be a waste because they will.
Now, the Ghana Statistical Service has advised governments to critically assess the key food items driving inflation to tailor the enhanced planting for food and jobs to address food inflation. According to the GSS, there's the need for state policies to be seen to solve issues highlighted by data presented by the researchers. Speaking to journalists, government statistician Professor Samuel Kobnenim said it will be prudent for the Agric Ministry to constantly engage the Ghana Statistical Service.
Planting for food and jobs document that it's in front of us and we all want to engage with it now. From our point of view at Ghana Statistical Service, we are urging the ministry to ensure that the focus of the items in the enhanced planting for food and jobs, the enhanced PFJ, should be consistent with the items that we have in our basket. In a situation where there are inconsistency between the focus of the items that the enhanced PFJ is focusing on relative to the items that we have in the basket, when we see an upward increase in production for those items, it will not reflect in the consumer price index.
Let's do some more stories now. And leading beverage brand Guinness Ghana Limited has launched a platform to encourage the youth to unearth their creative potential. The platform, dubbed Accra Vaganza, will seek to develop the creative economy by forming network sessions for young people in various creative sectors to learn from each other. Speaking at an influencer soiree, head of BS at Guinness Ghana, Roland Ofori, explained that the brand is committed to ensuring the growth of the creative economy through Accra Vaganza.
So Accra Vaganza is just one big mega party that attracts the lovers of the creative, the lovers of food, lovers of music, lovers of sports, just to come together, have the fun of their life, commune, and with Guinness being at the center of it, enabling this. And this is something we've always do for the many years we've been in Ghana. With initiatives like the Beyond the Return, people always want to come to Ghana as a starting point before they go to explore other African. What this does for us is that it gives Accra the authority as the cultural headquarters of Africa.
That was Roland Ofori, head of BS at Guinness Ghana Limited. Now, marketing professionals have been entreated to look beyond just making profit for their respective organizations. According to market professional Roland Ofori, marketers should explore opportunities to ensure sustainability in their operations. He spoke to Joy Business after launching his book, Why Go for Crumbs If You Can Own the Bakery.
In this era, the only constant thing is change, right? We found ourselves in a very strange era of, volatility, uncertainty, ambiguity, right, and complexity. And during these times, people are looking for purpose. People now go beyond, just nice advertising. They want to identify with brands that have a purpose. And research has shown that 92% of consumers will align themselves to brands that represent, their beliefs.
Now, for your pension tip on Money Lab, let's now hear from Kofi Poli, Chief Operations Officer of People's Pensions Trust, as he answers frequently asked questions on pensions.
Hello and welcome welcome to Money Lab. My name is Kofi Poly, Chief Operations Officer of People's Pension Trusts. In our last episode of Pension Tidbits on Money Lab, we discussed how to plan comfortably for your old age retirement. Today, we are going to answer one key question that keeps coming up, and that is the delay in payment of accrued benefits. The delay can come about when there are gaps in your statement of accounts, and that is why we advise in our tidbits that please ensure that you go for your statement of accounts. Your statement of accounts will tell you whether there are gaps or not. That will even tell you whether the employer is paying your contributions on your behalf. Once you have gone for your statement, everything is in order. Trust me, it shouldn't delay to pay your accrued benefits. Thank you very much for being with us.
And that's the end of the Joy Business Report, brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Please follow us on all our social media pages, including LinkedIn. The EcoBank salary account is a special account designed for workers of all income brackets desirous of receiving their salaries through EcoBank. With the EcoBank salary account, you're guaranteed all the benefits of a normal savings or current account, plus many more. EcoBank salary account gives workers free life insurance cover of up to 10,000 Ghana cedi, 24/7 access to cash and e-banking services, internet and mobile banking services, high interest on savings, no minimum balance, ability to save through the EcoBank Save As You Spend, a unique feature that helps customers to save and invest. Remember, the insurance policy covers death, permanent or temporary disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and more. Savings or current account holders at EcoBank do not have to close their existing account to enjoy the numerous benefits of the EcoBank salary account. Just ask your branch to switch your existing account to the EcoBank salary account. Non-EcoBank account holders should approach any EcoBank branch and ask for the EcoBank salary account. Switch your salary account today and enjoy amazing benefits at EcoBank. Call EcoBank toll free on 0800 003225 wherever for further details. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. My name is Beverly Broom. Thanks so much for your time. Ignition is next with Sammy Forsen. Do enjoy.